Let's build great families.
So many beautiful things come from being a husband and wife, father and mother.
Join us and let's journey together.
We're coming back to Family Watch Live.
This is our first show for the year.
Yes.
Yep. And very excited and very filled.
We are raring to go. So,
Yeah.
go na.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Paul.
I'm Denise Price, and welcome to Family Watch Live.
At Family Watch, this is where we'll bring you Catholic conversations.
At Family Watch, we believe that the path to the renewal of society and transformation of the church begins and through the family by strengthening marriages, empowering parents, and bringing families closer to Christ. So today, kahit Feb 2 na, this is actually our January episode. Diba?
Yes.
So ang first topic natin is because it's the beginning of the year pa rin. It's about planning, mga resolutions, diba? But tonight, we're talking about how to plan with your family.
Yeah.
Usually kasi 'di ba may kanya-kanyang resolution tayo, ikaw, ako, pero yung paano ba yung buong pamilya magpa-planning? Meron bang ganon? Paano ba 'yon? So
Yeah.
yun yung pag-usapan natin ngayong gabi.
One of the successful or key points of building a great family is, of course, if you want to build something, dapat na plinaplanuhan mo. Hindi naman pwedeng mag-build ka on something, bahala na. Mata-mata na lang or tingnan na lang natin kung may budget. Tansyahin mo na lang. But if you really want to establish a great family, you want to build a great family, then you have to plan. Kailangan planuhin mo. I'll give you a new term to study. It means oikonomia. It's the root word of economics. That's in Greek. But the basic gist of it is household. The main meaning is household management.
Household.
Yeah. Managing the home.
All right.
And then that's what we need to know so that alam ng buong tao sa bahay nyo, alam nila kung saan tayo papunta for the end of the year. Hindi lang tayo nag-aabang, parang yung ibang tao sinabi nila, tapos na ang Pasko, ang tagal pa, mga 10 months or 11 months pa, sunod na Pasko. Diba? So, Pasko lang inaabangan.
All right. So, our guest for tonight, I will give a very short intro lang, no? Bingbing is an internationally certified business coach of Action Coach. Action Coach is the world's largest business coaching firm, coaching and mentoring over 18,000 business owners in over 85 countries. He is a part-time lecturer at the Graduate School of the University of Asia and the Pacific. Ele, his darling wife, is a preschool teacher by profession for over a decade. She worked as a directress and co-owner of Bright and Cheerful Preschool. They are both vice couple chair of EduChild Quezon City. Let's all welcome Bingbing and Ele Caparas.
Yay! Good evening, Bingbing and Ele.
Hi, good evening, Dennis and Price and Paul.
It's so nice to be here. Parang kinakabahan yata si Bingbing.
Yeah, walang walang edit live.
Sige.
Yeah.
Okay, let's begin our conversation as we introduced kanina, like, well, let's plan, like how to plan for the year. Like, let's start, like, since Bingbing is a business
coach.
Is a business guru. Are you?
He's a mentor. He's a coach, diba?
Pretending.
So he can guide us.
Yeah.
Bingbing, how do I start to plan for the year as a family?
Yes.
Well, thank you for asking that. There are two
we have to look at the level of dissatisfaction and their vision. Which would you like to start first?
Of
Dissatisfaction or
course,
vision?
yung masaya.
Okay, so vision. Kasi before for you to take the first step, you have to overcome. Kailangan mataas ang level of dissatisfaction mo at clear yung vision mo. So, ang vision, kailangan you would like to know you want what you want. You want your family to have an active and productive life. You want our family to have a strong character. You want all your members to try to achieve a higher form of education. Kailangan clear in high definition, in sense surround, that you can imagine. Find out what they're good at. Where are you going? How are you preparing how the vision of how do they take care of their friends? If they are anxious ba, or they're overcoming worries? Are they trying to strive to be a professional? So kailangan clear yung vision na yon. At the same time, kailangan din for you to take the first step, you have to imagine the level of dissatisfaction. Ayaw mo nang kasi may economic law nito parang if you pay now or pay later. If you don't form your kids now, you will pay later. So, ang daming possibility. Do you want them to be subject to substance abuse? Kung ayaw mo nun, ayaw mo silang to go into smoking, ayaw mo nang to be unemployed, to be careful enough to look for to handle jobs. So these levels of that dissatisfaction with the clarity of vision will make you have the first step to have your goal in making steps for your family
Pero
vision.
dapat ba ang mag-asawa muna o parang sama-sama na lahat? Halimbawa kami, 5 kids. Talaga bang we're at the kitchen table and then we're just talk about the mga dissatisfaction ninyo or mga dreams
Gusto niyo.
namin?
Yeah.
Paano ba yon?
Ay, expert ang misis ko dyan. She can tell us.
Okay. Sige, minsan kasi yung mga husbands, magaling sila mag-isip or medyo theoretical, no? Siguro yung binabalanse rin to nung wife kasi madalas si wife yung mag-execute nung kung ano yung plano.
Practical.
Oo. So, itatranslate ko lang what Bingbing mentioned. Siguro hindi naman sa yung tingin ko sa mga nanonood sa atin, hindi dahil hindi ko iniisip na hindi na gets, but maybe for people to understand na yung proseso mahalaga rin, no? It's not tama, meron tayong vision, meron tayong plano para sa pamilya, but how we are going to do it is mahalaga rin because the process itself is part of the product, no? So, paano ba yung ginagawa? Ang naalala ko, nung the first time we tried to do this planning, to take it seriously, no? Especially now that Bingbing is a strategic planner, we make sure that the environment is warm. And I remember we went to Anvaya, no? Parang it's part of the itinerary of an outing. Okay, so magandang, di ba usually pag Christmas time, lahat go sa mga get together or to do something different. So para we can
is there a factor kung sino mag-i-initiate, like is it a dad or the mom ang mag-i-initiate, like okay, let's do this, how do you say it, how do you, like lalo na like most of us hindi naman familiar on like planning or magpaplano. Of course, isasama mo like outing nyo, but
yes.
how do you introduce it, or how do you bring it down? Like, is it a factor kung yung tatay ang magsabi or yung nanay ang magsabi na may gagawin tayo, or how do you excite the entire family of doing it?
Okay. It would be good if both, no, that it is something collaborative, that both the father and the mother, no, are on the same page and that they already napag-isipan na. Okay? It is a product of hindi siya whim, gano'n, no? So pwedeng halimbawa kasi I don't know sa ibang family, naniniwala ako bawat pamilya unique naman siya, no? May sarili siyang katangian. So the first step is to really know where you are, to kilalanin yung pamilya, di ba? Ano yung kahinaan ng isa, ano yung strength ng iba, and alam mo kung saan at anong venue game lahat, no? So kaya halimbawa sa amin, before we go on an outing, meron nang naka-prepare na itinerary. So even before you leave, pwedeng you make them anticipate na. We'll try something different on the evening of or after lunch on this day. Yun, tapos you bring material. So it's a mom and dad collaboration, no? Bakit? Kasi yeah, tapos kasi gusto namin lahat ng gagawin natin sa for the year, let's say 1 year lang muna or for the next 6 months, we want to make sure na gusto nyo rin yon. Hindi lang namin gusto. We want everyone to be happy and we don't want to do anything na you'd find boring or it's not meaningful to you. So we want to hear you, okay? We want to hear your voice. And then you bring exciting materials. I remember I brought colored pens, Manila paper, colored papers, or old magazines, ganyan. So, parang matitikal din yung curiosity nila. Parang ano kaya ito? Kasi rin, halimbawa, family ko, ma-art kami, no? Ma-arte. So, ma-art. So, parang gustong-gusto nila yan. Yung, it's good to have a visual representation rin kasi of what you will do, no? So, dapat clear, no? May clarity rin sa kanila na this is for the family. We want to plan the year. Pwedeng sa maliit lang muna, especially when there are children, diba? Na you adjust your language also. Hindi mukhang executive or parang managerial yung dating, diba? Kasi, so make it memorable and fun. So yun yung una. So that everyone will latch to the idea. No? So
Alright,
kung kilala mo yung anak mo, yung miyembro ng pamilya, yun, parang that's your starting point.
So, halimbawa, ang sabi nila, Bingbing and Ellen, no, to start muna mag-asawa. So, gusto muna nating mag-asawa to engage our children. Kesyo malaki na sila, kesyo maliit, pwede. No? Tapos
Yes.
pangalawa, pumunta sa lugar, maging outing siya. Pero halimbawa, 3 araw kayong nandun, pwede sa isang araw lang to gawin. Hindi naman kailangan buong araw. Oo. So, tapos yung magandang mga materials, kailangan kasi, halimbawa, si kuya, type niya mag-beach ngayong taon, pero yung isa ayaw naman niya mag-swimming. So, isulat yun para nakikita ng lahat. Tama ba?
Tama.
Yes, so yun.
Yes.
And
Ang ganda, no?
So-
So, parang may outing siya, activity siya na nakapalibot siya doon sa main goal actually is the visioning, is the family planning. Pero nakabalot siya para siyang regalo. Para siyang ganun.
Yeah.
Sige, so Ele, kasi you are a preschool teacher, paano natin ma-engage yung mga bata sa ganitong activity? Halimbawa, bulinggit pa, o kaya teenager na hindi na nagsasalita. Alam mo naman,
Ayaw ka ng kausapin.
nasa phone palagi, di ba? So, paano yun? Paano natin gawing enjoy din sila?
Okay. Well, first of all, lalo na kung this is the first time na gagawin ito, wag biglain, no? I think ako maybe as a preschool teacher also, I will start by asking, how do you feel about, let's say outing, how do you feel about our outing? No, parang, is this the kind that you want to do again next year, ganyan, or halimbawa birthday, how did you feel about your celebration? Next year, gusto mo ba ganun ulit? So, parang pakiramdaman muna, no? Para ano kaya yung kaisipan nila, yung kamalayan nila dun sa nangyayari sa pamilya? Nasaan ba sila, no? So, parang binibase mo or kinukuha mo yung baseline, parang ganyan. And then doon ka, so halimbawa yung chikiting, no? And before I say anything, naniniwala rin ako na basta't nagsasalita na yung bata, may kapasidad siya, no, to contribute to the plans of the family. Okay? So halimbawa, nung bata tayo, kahit yung halimbawa yung magulang ko, wala naman kaming planning, pero alam ko basta birthday mo, ang unang gagawin magsimba. Okay? It's an unspoken, unwritten rule or tradition, pero dahil lagi siyang ginagawa, akala ko or naisip na-assimilate ko, no, bilang hanggang sa lumaki ako na ganun dapat. So anyway, so yung bata pwedeng tanungin siya, ano yung mga gusto mo sa outing na to or sa school mo, parang ano yung meron ka pa bang gusto na gawin? Did you like the people we invited? Do you like the food that we served? So pwedeng magsimula sa ganon, dun sa maliliit na bata, yung kaya niya lang, kung nasa yung kaisipan niya, no, kung ano lang yung kaya niyang i-accommodate. Okay.
So kung teenager, pwedeng mas malalim na na what are your
Yes.
thoughts and feelings
Or
on this?
halimbawa, nabanggit mo nga, sinabi ni Paul, no, or laging nasa gadget. So, pwedeng in a one-on-one, or kung gusto mo rin gawing anonymous, parang i-present na yung question sa lahat, tapos they will just write. Kung older kids, do you think the use of gadgets should be regulated in our family? Is it helpful that there are phones during mealtime? Yung mga ganon. So, if yes, why? If no, parang kailan lang dapat? Anong times of the day tingin mo dapat walang gadget? Tapos the little ones, pwedeng sila bigyan sila ng role. Let's say, nag-agree kayo, from 5 to 7 or 5 to 8, no gadgets. Or during mealtime, the 3-year-old, ikaw yung mag-collect. Pwedeng ganun kasi kaya niya na yun na make sure all the gadgets are in a certain place or box. Yung mga ganyan. So, there are roles that you will start identifying as you talk to each one. Parang pwedeng individual lang muna, tapos you gather as a family or collect the similar items together, or halimbawa finances, ganyan. Pwede rin kasing kasama yun na i-introduce sa mga bata, di ba? Bakit hindi pwedeng every week ganito, nag-out of town? Bakit? Oo, ilang beses lang pwedeng gawin ito, or bakit hindi everyday pwedeng Starbucks? Ay, pwede bang mag-mention ng brands? So, yung mga ganon.
May tanong ako sa iyo, like
Yes,
on a
Paul.
practical side, how do you say it, like as a father, no, how do you present a vision practically? Parang sabihin mo, ito yung vision ko, ito yung gusto ko mangyari sa pamilya. Parang, how do you say that practically sa mga anak mo?
Thank you for asking that, Paul. Let's keep the end in mind. Ano bang ultimate goal natin from point A to point B? So you have your non-negotiables. So we go to celebrate our wins. All our unwritten rules should be made clear. Ito yung pwede, ito yung hindi pwede, that we strive to do our best. We live the virtues. We try to do this habitually. So practical things is like our muscle memory. We have to do it constantly. Sometimes you say a lot without saying anything by your actions. So it starts with you. Be the best father, best husband, best brother, and they would see without you saying a lot.
Yeah. Malaking bagay yun.
Malalim yan.
Yeah, like you show an example, and then it would be easier. Like if you're a dad and then you want to bring your family, or you want to make your family better, family atmosphere, family life, daily living with each other, then you start with yourself. Sabi ni Bingbing, like you show that example, and then it would be easier. You don't need not like say it, but your action will speak louder. Yeah,
That's
I think
right.
that's what I mean.
And
Malalim.
maybe another
I know.
practical way.
And it's easier to implement rules. pag nakikita nila na you are a living example
Ginagawa mo.
of,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, yes.
That's right.
Like pag
Maybe-
sabihin mo sa anak mo, no more gadget. Pero the next minute, makikita nila ikaw nakaharap ka sa cellphone mo.
That's
Oo.
right.
Parang tik-tiktok ka.
That's right. And you walk the talk. It's
Yeah.
possible that you can, one practical rule to apply to everybody is not to use bazooka. Ano to? Di ba these are long-ranging weapons? So for those things that happen to us that's long been forgotten, forgiven, wag na natin i-brought up.
Yun.
Maybe that's
Magandang
one
tip
practical
yun.
way.
Yeah.
No bringing up na yung mga, si kuya kasi, ganito ginawa niya nung grade 4 siya.
Yeah.
Which some siblings tend to do, no? So that's a good rule during the family planning na no bringing up of previous hurts
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
pains or mga previous problems. That's good. So, yung sinabi naman ni Ele kanina na to bring up things that you want to talk about like use of gadgets or tapos sometimes alam mo the kids will surprise you eh. Sila na mismo yung magsasabi na tama na hanggang 5 lang pwede na. Tapos dahil sila nagsabi, sila na ang sumusunod, di ba?
Yeah.
Ang galing mga
Oo,
magulang.
yes.
Try niya yan.
Yes. And if they're part of the process kasi may ownership, 'di ba? They will own it. Parang this is the output of what we parang we
di
all
ba
agreed
sinabi
on
nyo?
this. So kaya it's also helpful if it's written or there is something visual to represent
To
what you agreed
see.
on para para mababalikan nyo, tapos you can improve on it. Maybe yung iba ay hindi na applicable. So you can identify, no, anong areas yung nagpo-progress or naisabuhay ba, ganyan. Or eto medyo we're lacking on this. Yan.
Ayan.
What if the
Since we're-
initiative is coming from the children? Like galing sa mga bata mismo na, let's do this. Like let's talk of what we can do for the year. Like gusto namin kasi magbakasyon tayo at least 3 times this year or parang ganun. What if that initiative is coming from the children?
Then acknowledge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ay, sorry, did I cut you?
No.
Just
What sort of
that's
attitude
very
should
good.
you be taking as a parent? Parang ganun.
Yes, it's very good, no? That if there's an initiative to always acknowledge, no, don't dismiss, di ba? Anything that the child says has value. So that's your starting point. Okay, let's look into that. No, that's a good idea. And then papasukan mo na ng, okay, the family earns this much. Para aware sila, no? So this is how maybe you can have a pie chart, no? Na this is how much we have, a certain percentage, maybe a big chunk goes to tuition, or a certain percentage goes to meals, ganyan. So ito yung natitira sa budget natin. So that's a good opportunity for them to know finances, diba? And to save, parang if you want to buy, let's say gusto mong mabili ng shoes, dito mo kukunin to dun sa allowance mo. Parang then they can start also budgeting parang their share in the family income. So okay, gusto ko, yeah.
So, Ella, you're saying, no, halimbawa, yung sinabi ni Paul, gusto namin magbakasyon mga 3 beses. Gusto ko mag-Japan, Korea, mag-China ngayong taon. O, sige, walang problema. That's the acknowledging first, di ba? Okay yan, magandang idea yan. Bakit hindi? Pag-usapan natin. Yung hindi, ano ba yan, anak? Ang gastos-gastos niyan eh. Attitude ba na, okay, pag-usapan natin yan. So, ngayon, nag-outing kayo. No, ganito planuhan natin 'to. Ganito yung pera natin, mga anak. So ano natin gagawin 'to? So dapat bawasan yung mga milk tea. Bawasan yung mga ganitong kung ano mang lakad, no? Baka tong linggo na 'to, every 4th Sunday hindi na tayo kakain sa labas, sa bahay na lang para makapag-ipon tayo sa gusto natin na mag-Japan. Di ba?
Or
Something like that.
yes. Or pwede namang hindi talaga kayang ma-accommodate. Parang it's a good idea pero based on facts, isang major trip lang talaga yung ma-afford natin. Is that
Oo.
all right? Or meet halfway. Can the other two be local? Ganyan? Or
yeah.
something. Parang there's negotiation. And that's
Oo.
really how life is, di ba? Na you don't always get everything that you want, no? Or maybe when you're working already, ganyan, parang it's a long term, parang there's maybe not this year, the other one will be the calendaring. It's very good exercise also, especially for the younger ones, yung nakikita na nila yung napoproject na nila yung year,
Palapit na ng
ganyan.
palapit.
Yeah, and then you also di ba, you develop traditions, ganyan, yung
That's
make
right.
or yung
Exactly.
iba-iba, parang they will see it's not all it's not all trips, di ba? There are other traditions that you can do as a family. That's also fun.
Yes. And piggybacking on what you said and what Denise said, love is creative. If you love things, we will be creative and do other find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
So find your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? So clear with your vision, what are your goals, and move towards that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, no? So, the family vision na gusto ninyo sa inyong mga pamilya, kaya. Ang
Yeah.
pinakamaganda talaga is kasama yung mga bata. Kasi minsan, sila pa yung magsasabi ng gusto natin. Di ba? Hindi na natin kailangang idiin yung gusto natin. Minsan, sa kanila pa nanggagaling. So, maganda magkaroon ng family visioning kasi lumalabas.
Yeah.
Lumalabas
Oo.
talaga. It's like
Yeah.
an opportunity for the children
Correct.
to shine. Minsan kasi
Correct.
masyadong downward lang yung implementation, di ba? Yung mga magulang,
Yeah.
pababa lang sa anak. Pero ngayon, binibigyan natin ng boses.
Yes.
Yung
Yeah.
mga
Yeah.
anak natin, kung ano naman ang gusto nila, ayaw pala nila ng Japan. Di ba?
Oo.
Pilit tayo na pilit na gusto mag-Japan or kung ano mang bakasyon yon. Pero ayaw pala nila, gusto pala nila mag-Boracay or whatever. You know, sample lang naman
Yeah.
yon. Pero, so,
Or kahit
Tas-
mag-park.
Yeah. And also, you'll get to appreciate the individuality of your children. For those who have more than one child, right? Kasi, you're also teaching the others to respect, to respect boundaries, na hindi ikaw yung laging masusunod, no? For them to be aware, ay, yung kapatid ko pala, gusto niya ng tahimik lang sa ganyan or sa room at a certain time. So, yun, parang nakikilala mo pa deeper yung anak mo. Kasi minsan we're so caught up in our daily jobs or routine. Parang there's no venue to listen to what the children really want. Pero meron pala silang ideas rin, di ba? They observe a lot, no, dun sa dynamics ng family. So kahit sa meal planning maybe, no, yung alam ba natin ano yung favorite ng isa? Parang hindi laging sabaw or isda, di ba? Kasi yun parang
sinigang forever.
So kahit yon, parang we can plan that, di ba? O this time si ate yung magsasabi ano yung meal or ganyan. Oo.
May I
Yeah, instead
propose?
of reklamo lang. Yes.
Oo.
May I propose that you ask yourself this strategic question: what is your critical outcome for your family for 2023? Think about it and write it down. Make that goal and make it a smart goal.
So, Bing, you're saying na kung nanonood ka ngayon, ano ang gustong-gusto mong mangyari ngayong 2023 para sa sarili mo? Sarili mo ba, Bing, o para sa pamilya mo?
It's family visioning. So what is your goal to
Para sa
yourself and to your
pamilya mo.
family?
Yeah.
Every member of the family, gusto mong think about it and write it down. Kasi we have to cast it in stone.
Yeah.
Dennis, you're a lawyer, you know the Constitution, kailangan nakasulat doon. Ano ang goal?
So, pwede rin na, you can do it individually first. Pwede naman ganun, hindi agad family meeting, di ba? So, walang pressure. And then review it. Kasi, doon mo nga makikita, meron bang similarities pala or, di ba? Parang individually, ano yung is nasa puso nila,
That's right.
no?
And may I suggest, you look at your future state. not right now, but what you are at the end of December
Yes.
2023.
Yes.
I am a highly successful professional. I am a loving father. I am a caring father and a husband.
Mhm.
Ganon, just be clear.
How much time, di ba? How much time should I spend, or ideally should I spend for
Yeah.
each child or
Yeah.
for my wife? No?
Yeah.
So ang dami, no? Ang dami. Para na-overwhelm ako kasi ang dami-daming pwedeng pag-usapan talaga. So,
Yeah.
but in the individual capacity, para ma-move forward dun sa family, no? Bingbing was saying, start with yourself. What is your dream for your family? And then maybe, pag naisulat mo or for, kahit for 2023 lang kasi,
Yeah.
ang
Like
haba
for the
ng
year
buhay
lang.
pa. Parang, no?
Mm-mm.
After that, kausapin mo yung asawa mo, ikaw, dear, ano ba ang gusto
Mm-mm.
mo para sa 2023? Sulat
Yeah.
niya,
Yeah.
tapos mag-usap kayo, mag-compare kayo, pareho pala yung gusto natin.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
magkaiba pala yung gusto natin.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Diba?
that's considering all the factors like your limitations, your
Mm-mm.
situation, like kung wala kang trabaho, parang anong magagawa mo. Definitely, you can still do something kahit
Mm-mm.
wala kang work, or like you can find other ways or means of supporting your family.
Or yun yung goal niya for
Yeah,
that
yeah,
year
yeah,
is
na
to
mag-
get that
Yes.
job,
Yeah.
diba? That job that he wants.
And then
Yeah.
your family can support you like on whatever way. Like
Yeah.
maybe they can pool money for your interviews or other suggestion that you
Oo.
can, yeah.
Actually, sometimes kasi yung mga anak, hindi nila alam kung ano ang dream ng mga magulang. Ang
Medyo,
alam nila, dream nila sa kanila. Pero like, halimbawa, it's your dream to be a lawyer one day. Sample lang yun, no? So, dapat, gusto pala ni dad yun. So, dapat mag-save up tayo para yung tuition fee, ma-afford ni daddy. Yung ganun ba na
Yes, yes.
there's kasi yun nga, the vision is so clear that
Yes,
everybody can
yes.
help with that
Yes.
goal. Parang ganun.
Mm-mm.
So, ang galing. It has a lot of no. The family planning or the family visioning is really, I don't know, it's like bursting with possibilities talaga
Yeah.
na ang daming pwedeng magagandang lumabas. Ganun ba?
Mm-mm.
and it can solve a lot of issues like within your family,
Correct.
like yung
Yeah.
things na ninanag mo. Like sabi,
Mm-mm.
mag-aral naman kayo ng mabuti. Ang hirap-hirap kumita ng pera. But if napag-usapan nyo yun, like sa planning, bakit kayo hirap mag-aral? Parang hindi kayo makakonsentrate.
Yung pala hindi siya makatingin kasi
Oo.
he needs
Salamin niya pala. Kailangan pala niya
That's right.
salamin or,
Yeah.
di ba, parang wala kasi tayong pagkain tayo eh. Hindi
Gugutom ako.
tayo nagtatanghalian, hindi ako makakonsentrate tuloy sa klase ko, di ba? So,
That's right.
napapag-usapan nyo, sige, paano natin gawin or paano natin ma-solve? Like,
May I
yeah.
suggest one concrete action is from your vision, take a photo of it, frame it, or put it as a wallpaper, a screensaver, para that's your why. Bakit ako bumabangon to meet this goal of your
Mm-mm.
future state?
Tama.
Yeah,
Ay,
yeah.
kita ng lahat. O, di ba, napag-usapan natin, ito yung gusto natin. Okay, konti na lang
Oo.
ipon natin. Ganun, no?
Mm-mm.
So, klaro, ang ganda
Mm,
talaga pag yung buong pamilya nagsama-sama for one goal or two or
Mm-mm.
three na you all work towards, umaandar na yung mga
Yes.
brain gears mo. Gusto mo na mag-planning.
Yeah. And
Na
I
iniisip ko, like if you're coming from a family na hindi naman ganun, hindi naman kayo masyadong nag-uusap. Like, hindi kayo ganun ka-open ba? Like, on discussing on things that you want, things that you desire, things that you envision, hindi kayo ganun ka masalita, or hindi kayo close as a family. Well, one aspect though, there is like you can start with yourself, and then maybe slowly, like break that barrier of just expressing yourself within the
Yes.
people, because itong mga tao na to around you, within the four corners of your home, are the only people who can love you better and who can love you more and who will understand you.
For what you
Yes.
are.
Yeah, for what you are and
Yes.
who you
Right.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's difficult, the first step is just to be honest. Let's say you're a mom and you want to do the visioning pero hindi nagsasalita yung mga anak mo. So you just have to verbalize it na, there's something I really, really, really want to do, but it's going to be difficult if you don't say anything. So I'd really appreciate it, or you tell me why parang you're not saying anything, but I know that there's something within you that needs to be expressed, or so yun, parang do you want it to be, maybe the a forum is too much, overwhelming, then maybe talk to each child one-on-one, yung mga hindi verbal, no? So that's also part of knowing the child eh. So bakit ba? Parang you also have to ask yourself, bakit hindi open yung communication? What is it, 'di ba, that's stopping it?
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
the starting point. Yeah.
yeah.
Ayan
Yeah.
naman.
And
Yeah.
ang daming mangyayari doon, like even just transforming your way of communicating into more positive things
Yeah.
than reklamo or nagging or
Oo.
sigawan.
Yeah.
Yun lang kayong part na nag-uusap sa bahay dahil may problema kayo or nasaktan ka,
O,
doon ka lang
Mm-mm.
magsasalita. But,
or kailangan bilhin ito.
oh,
Ganun,
Yeah.
ganun
Yeah.
mga
Mm-mm.
conversations. Eh.
Yeah,
Yes.
open and honest
So
communication.
even in school, no, when I run a preschool, so nung lagi nagiging problema, halimbawa yung ay walang ganto, walang ganyan on a certain day, what we did every Friday, we post a wish list. So everyone will have a board. Parang there's a board where everyone could see ano yung wish list ng bawat isa. Yung mga essentials naman na next week, these are the things I need. So pag weekend, over the weekend, bibili na. Okay? So the following week, kung hindi mo nasulat sa wish list, then wala kang right magalit. Kasi hindi mo nasulat sa wish list yung bibilin sa grocery or whatever. And then, one point also, if nagawa yung planning, clear yung vision, may malinaw na schedule or calendaring, at the end of the year, it's also easier to evaluate. Kasi may material kang hawak na eto nagawa natin, eto hindi. Maybe this one, yeah. Maybe we can
Next year na
improve
to.
on
Ganun.
this. Oh, yes.
Tama,
Oo.
tama, galing.
Yeah.
Maganda rin yung sinabi mo, last na lang, no? Elena, maybe pwede kang magpa-skill ng poster or whiteboard somewhere or Manila paper. Ano ba mga gusto ninyo? Wishlist. Kahit ano, pwede na yung sulat doon. Bagong
Yes.
boots, sinigang always, whatever,
Oo.
Japan trip.
Sky is
I think
the
that's the
langit.
only,
Yun yung pwede yung pag-usapan, di ba?
kahit
Oo.
you can, like, as Bingbing was saying, like, write it down, even if you know it as like your New Year's resolution. I think this is the only way your New Year's resolution will work once you expose it or bring it out to your family. Sabihin mo,
Yes.
oh, itong taon na to gusto kong pumayat. So, at least the entire year,
Alam
yung
nila.
nakarinig no, na gusto mong pumayat, magre-remind sa'yo, parang pangatlong rice mo na yan, ate. Alam ko gusto mong pumayat.
Yeah, oo.
So, bringing it out, like sinabi,
Yes.
picturean
Yeah.
mo, ilatag mo doon na
Mhm.
gusto mong pumayat this year, di ba? So, yeah.
Oo.
Galing.
Wow.
Yeah, sobrang it's a very, yun nga, hindi ko siya ma-phrase, parang explosive na in a good way na ang daming pwedeng manganap,
Yeah, yeah.
mangyari,
Yeah.
and it will all be for the good.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if una lumabas yung mga hurts, it's
Oo.
good because
Yeah.
it will bring healing.
Yeah.
Moving forward,
Yes.
diba? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ganda.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
What a great way to start
Yeah,
the
to
year.
start the year, like even just to
Oo.
come together and then discuss
Mm-mm.
discuss each other's likes, dislikes, dreams.
Tapos kung hindi mo nagsasalita yung teenager, edi ulit, next time na lang, di ba?
Yeah.
Kaka ganon, dadaldal din yan.
Yeah.
Or gawin
What's
nyo yung kagaya nung ginawa nung movie na, ano nga movie yun?
I don't know.
Family Matters.
Yeah.
Yung
Ah.
walang
Wow.
cellphone.
Gadget.
Yeah, walang-
Weekend
That's right.
sila, tas walang
Magandang
gadget.
movie yun.
Yeah.
Oo.
Dovetailing with what you said, Denise and Paul, do you know the answer? If you remember elementary or high school math or science, you would know the answer to this question. What makes a rock solid compared to air, compared to water?
Dikit-dikit ang molecules.
That's right. So, in the like manner, families are solid if the members of the family are close together. You have open and honest
Oh.
communication.
Galing. Ang galing
Parang
No.
professor Bagay
I love it.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So, sige.
So, ang dami, no? Ang dami pa natin
Oo.
kailangan pag-usapan, but it's time.
Time to go. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you very much.
Nele.
Yeah. And thank you very
Tapos
much,
agad.
for, yeah.
Yes, Ellen.
Hindi ko pa na-congratulate lang si Denise. Gusto kong magsimula by congratulating Denise sa kanyang nomination. And I just want to
Sige.
commend you both. You're doing a lot of good.
Thank you very much.
Salamat. It's a
Any last
pleasure.
words, Bingbing and Elle?
Yeah, well, advance happy Valentine's Day. Keep on loving.
Yeah, we will
Okay.
talk naman about love for this
Ikaw,
coming
Ellen.
next episode.
Yeah. Well, about this, yung having a forum or a venue for planning for the family. I think ang pinakamahalaga lang yung malaman ng mga anak that there's a venue, no? That the home is always a safe place, no? To express what they want, no? To accept that there are people who will be always there to support them, no? And that you are all part of a team and you will achieve, no? For as long as you're together, whatever.
Galing ng misis ko
Ellen.
Galing, galing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So making your family truly a home.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
everybody.
much.
See you next month.
See
And
you.
this is Family Watch Live. Bye.
Let's build great families.
So many beautiful things come from being a husband and wife, father and mother.
Join us and let's journey together.